guys, so today I have this Rihanna VMAs inspired look for you guys. This is inspired and it's not exactly like hers. I found that I could not find like a very good like high quality picture that showed exactly what her eye makeup looked like very well. And I watched the VMAs obviously, but I don't know, like I couldn't see her makeup like that great, you know, like because the shots are always moving and it's always like a different angle. So I tried my hardest to recreate what I could see, and basically I really thought that it just looked like a really nice smoky eye with pretty much no lashes and a really nice dark like purpley lip. So I really loved her look at the VMAs. I thought she looked beautiful in all of her performances. This is the look that she wore on her very last performance. So I was really excited to create this for you guys. I don't know, I really thought that everybody looked beautiful. I love Beyonce's look and Kim's look, but I wanted to recreate Rihanna's because she had so many performances and this was just so beautiful, and this was my favorite look out of everybody for the whole night. So I want to say a quick hello to anybody that is new to my channel. Please subscribe to my channel if you have not already. And yeah, if you guys want to see how I got this Rihanna VMAs 2016 inspired look, then just keep watching. So to start off this look, this is what the look looks like. It's very like a deep brown smoky eye. She actually doesn't look like she has any lashes on, and she has a very deep like almost purple lip on. So we are just going to get started here. So for the face, I'm going to start with a primer, and I'm going to use the Maybelline Master Prime. I'm just rubbing this into my skin just because she's at an award show. We want our skin to look super like smooth. So I'm using the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Foundation, and I'm going to be putting on top some of the Makeup Forever HD. The reason that I'm mixing these two is because I really like the way that this one looks, but this one is meant for HD, but it's also a little too light for me. So the reason I'm still using the L'Oreal Pro Glow is just to make sure that the Makeup Forever doesn't completely wash me out. I'm just going to put this on with a Real Technique sponge. Okay, so now that the Pro Glow is down, I'm going to go ahead and start to put on some Makeup Forever. Oh, I put that all over my face. Once again, this is pretty much just for the HD effect, so that when I film and when I take pictures, it's going to look flawless. So I'm just going to blend that out with, once again, a Real Techniques sponge. My foundation is on and all blended out, and I'm now going to take my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. You guys know, like, I can't stop using this stuff, so this is what I'm going to be using, and I'm going to put it under my eyes. And then I'm also going to be putting this down the center of my face just to give me a nice highlight. And I'm going to blend that out. Okay, so to set my under eyes, I'm going to be using the Airspun Loose Powder like usual. I just put some of that on a damp sponge, and I am going to press that underneath my eyes. To set the rest of my face, I'm going to be using the MAC Studio Fix powder. Now I'm going to bronze up my face because I'm looking so flat and pale. And she actually looked super bronzed as well. So I'm going to be taking the e.l.f. This is actually the contour palette. And I'm going to take this shade here. And I'm going to be using the e.l.f. complexion brush. And I'm just going to bronze up my face. So I brought that along my temples and around my hairline and really made sure to blend it into my hairline. And I also went along my cheekbones. And I'm also going to take a little bit of that down my neck as well. Now I'm going to just go do my brows like I normally do off camera, and of course I will be using my Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in Soft Brown, and I'm also going to be using a little bit of the Maybelline Brow Precise Micro Pencil just on like the tail end of my brow. So I'm going to do my brows and I will be right back. So I am now done with my eyebrows, although I absolutely do not like the way they turned out today. Like, they look so splashy and patchy in camera and whatever. Anyways, so to start the eyes, it is so hard to see her makeup, so I'm going to try to recreate this the best way that I can, which is basically just like really smoky, like cool brown look. And to start this off, I'm going to prime my eyes with MAC's Painterly Paint Pot. I'm just putting this all over my eyes to make sure that my eyes are nice and primed. So I'm going to be using a couple of different palettes, I think, today, and I'm going to be using the Cargo Vintage Escape Eye Palette today, and I'm going to take just a really neutral color. This is called Harvest Moon, just to put all over the lid. So I'm just taking this on a super fluffy brush and dusting this lightly over my eyelids. This is just going to help everything blend a lot easier so that everything stays really smoky and there's no harsh lines anywhere and everything's just really smoky and soft. So I'm also going to be using this Too Faced Neutral Eye Palette today. This one's so old. But I'm going to be taking, oh my god. This is like so my life. Like, what just happened? Okay, I'm going to be taking a Velvet Revolver, which is just a really like neutral brown shade. This is going to be my transition shade, so I'm just going to put this all in the crease and above the crease. And this is just going to help any eyeshadow that I decide to put over top of it and blend into it really just help blend seamlessly and make sure that there is no harsh lines. And by the way, this is the E35 tapered blending brush from Sigma. I'm going to start out by using this color on the lid, and this is called Erotica, and it's just a really deep brown. And I'm just going to pat this on the lid. And I'm using the Sigma E55 for this. So the main reason I chose that color is because it's a really deep brown like what she has. It actually looked like she had like a tiny bit of glitter in whatever eyeshadow she was wearing, just on the lid though. So that eyeshadow just has like the smallest amount of just glitter particles. It's not shimmery, it's just glitter. Now to blend this shadow out, I'm going to be using Sexpresso, and this is going to go in the crease. It's just a matte cool brown. I am using this on a 217, and I'm just going to go in that crease. I'm starting like right at that crease just to blend out the color that we have on the lid, and then I'm slowly bringing it upwards to smoke it out. I'm going to take this E35 brush again that we used for the transition shade, and I'm just going to blend that out to make sure there are no harsh lines and to make sure everything is seamlessly blended. It just looks like she has a little bit of like a shimmer and a little bit more dimension. So I'm actually going to go in with the Cargo palette, and I'm going to take this color right here called Frolic. And I'm just going to take that on my pinky finger, and I'm just going to kind of like lightly dab that over the like inner corner. You know what? I'm just going to put it all over the lid. Okay, and now for a highlight, I'm just going to be using Heaven. I'm just going to put that right on that brow bone. It doesn't look like she has much liner, like she doesn't have a winged line or anything, but it actually does look like she has just a tiny bit of definition on like the outer corner of her upper lash line. So I'm just taking the L'Oreal Infallible Black Gel Liner, and I'm using it on this number 12 or 18, I can never remember, angle brush from Anastasia. And this is going just on the outer corner, just to darken it up just a little bit and give our upper lash line just a little bit of dimension. While I have this eyeliner out, I'm going to go ahead and tight line my entire eye. For my lower lash line, I'm going to take this Erotica color again that we used on our lid, and I'm going to just smoke out the lower lash line. I'm taking this on a 219 from MAC. I'm actually going to take that Frolic color and I'm going to blend that right over what we just put on our lower lash line. This brush is so stiff. That's it for the eyeshadow, and for this look it does not look like she has any lashes on, so I'm just going to curl my lashes and put a little bit of voluminous mascara. It just looks like she has like a pretty heavy coat of mascara, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm also going to put a pretty heavy coat of that on my bottom lashes as well. So for my contour, I'm going to go back into that e.l.f. palette. I'm going to take this shade here. I'm going to take that on this e.l.f. like flat brush. I actually don't know what this is called. I will leave it linked below. I just kind of like to make a line and lay out the definition. Then I will take the Real Techniques contour brush and I will start to blend that out. I'm going to take the same loose powder that I used before to set my under eyes, and I'm going to take that on the same brush that we just used to contour, and I'm going to bake underneath my contour just to make this look a little bit sharper and more clean. Now I'm just going to use the same contour shade and I'm going to contour my nose. And I just used the Urban Decay Naked 2 brush for that. So for blush, it didn't really look like to me that she had like a very pinky blush on. It looked more just very bronzed. So I'm going to take the Jimmy Kid, this is the Perfect Blush in South Beach, and I'm going to use this as my blush today because it's more of like a bronzy shade, but it also has like a touch of pink in there. So her highlight was absolutely beautiful, and for that I'm going to be using the Kathleenlights and Makeupgeek highlighter palette, and I'm going to use Nightlight, which is this shade right here. I'm taking that on the Sigma E40 and I'm just going to put that on my cheeks, and I'm bringing it around my temple and up above my brow bone, because she was glowing everywhere. I'm also going to take some of this on the tip of my nose and above my Cupid's bow. And a tiny bit on my chin. Now I'm just going to dust away this baking or this powder that I did. To set down my brows, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Plumper Mascara. And I'm just going to set my brows with this. Okay, so now for the last step, we are going to be doing the lips. Now I don't have the exact color that she used, so I'm going to kind of mix and match and see if I can get around the same color as her. So I'm going to start by using the NYX lip liner in Plum, and I'm just going to very carefully line my lips. So now I'm going to use Copenhagen from NYX. This is one of their soft matte lip creams, and I'm going to put this on. Sorry about my dog. So this is even looking way more red in camera than it even does in person. So I don't even know if this is going to look right in camera anyways, no matter what I do. But I am going to try to make it a little bit more purpley, and I'm going to be using the Revlon Color Burst Matte Balm Stain. And this is in the color Shameless. Yeah. So I think you guys can see a tiny bit of difference between the top lip and the bottom lip. The bottom lip definitely looks more red now, but now that I put the purple on the top lip, it looks closer to the color that she had on. Okay, so this lip is definitely more like hers, but it needs to be a lot more matte than this. It's not drying super matte. So I'm going to take actually this is a little bit of toilet paper. This isn't tissue. Yeah. I just basically, it's like one piece of tissue, but I just ripped it, or I took like only one layer of it, and I'm going to place it over my lips. And I'm using the IT Cosmetics. Okay, that was probably like the dumbest idea. So I'm going to take the IT Cosmetics. This is the Bye Bye Pores powder that I actually used in my last video that I told you guys I didn't really like, but I feel like it's going to work perfect for this because it's so mattifying. And I am going to basically just put this over my lips, and I'm going to take a little bit of this powder and just dab it on, and that's going to mattify my lips. So I'm going to place it. And then there are your matte lips. Okay, you guys, so that is the finished look. I hope that you guys liked this video. I hope that this looks kind of like hers. I feel like it does. Like I said, it was so hard to see. Like, I feel like it's not perfect and it's not exact to hers, but you know, it's like my little rendition of it. So I hope that you guys liked this video, and if you guys did like this video, you guys should go ahead and subscribe to my channel. It means a lot to me, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.